Welcome to another episode of BYF Podcast. Blame yourself first. I'm your boy, Mr. ATM, which means addicted to money, man. Let's get into it. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. It's the 1st of December, man. Get your money. It's the 1st of the month. You feel me? And speaking of money, speaking of getting your money, let me say this, man. Skills pay the bills. Let that marinate, man. Skills pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about going to college after high school, whether it's a community college or university or whatever, you think about 3 to 4 years, 2 to 4 years, you know what I'm saying? But if you go learn a skill with plumbing, electrician, welding, carpentry, automotive, HVAC, different things like that, you can have your certificate, you can be certified, have your certifications in 6 months. And you can already be working. And sometimes, and a lot of times, the people who don't go to college and learn skills and get their certifications, they have job opportunities and be working still when the people who have degrees couldn't even find a job. You know what I'm saying? So, that's it, man. Skills pay the bills. Skills pay the bills, man. Hey, listen. Hey, chat. Listen, man. I want to know what you think about skills paying the bills.
Well, I think having skills that pay the bills is pretty much the ultimate goal, right? Whether it's something you love doing or something you just do really well, if it can cover your expenses and keep you living comfortably, then you're in a good spot. So yeah, I'm all for turning skills into something that keeps the lights on. ATM?
I mean, but your skill, ultimately you want your skill to do better than just keep the lights on, right? You want to be able to save money to go on trips and, you get your cosmetics done regularly, weekly or whatever, was a haircut, getting your hair done, or your nails, or whatever you got going on, buying clothes or whatever. You want to be able to do those things consistently without any worries. But ultimately, you want to be able to save so you can invest. You know what I'm saying? Invest in yourself and your family so you can create some kind of generational wealth. So if we having skills, that means we should, sooner or later, start owning our own businesses and, things like that. What you think about it? Maybe I'm too far off. I don't know.
Nah, you're not too far off at all. You're spot on, honestly. It's not just about covering the basics. It's about using those skills to level up your whole lifestyle. So if you can turn your skills into something that not only keeps the lights on, but also funds those extras, those trips, that self-care, that investing for your family's future, and you're really making it work for you. And yeah, eventually owning your own business or creating that generational wealth is a solid goal. So you're thinking in the right direction. ATM?
Now, I don't know if this is a fun fact or what, but I heard that 20% of California's air pollution, comes from China. Now, listen, I don't know if you guys been to China. If you've been to China, you can see they got pretty bad air pollution. Also, if you've been to California, sometimes their air pollution is pretty bad too. And I heard that at least 20 to almost 30% of their air pollution comes from China. And you like, how the hell can that shit travel that far when I know China is at least 5,000 to 6,000 miles away? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds kind of wild, but it's actually true that air pollution can travel across entire oceans. Basically, those winds and weather patterns in the atmosphere can carry pollution from one continent to another. So some of that smog in California really can originate all the way over in China. It's just one of those global things where everything's connected and the air currents don't really care about borders. So yeah, it's a real fact. ATM?
Yeah, that's a crazy fact though, because you're like, how is another country contributing to our air pollution? That's wild.
Yeah, it really does sound like something out of a movie, but it just shows how connected the world is. One place's pollution can become another place's problem just because of how the air moves around. So it's definitely wild, but it's also a reminder that what we do environmentally can ripple out a lot further than just our backyard. ATM?
So check. This is crazy. And look this up, y'all. Don't take my word, but look it up. So your school desk, the kids' school, this desk you sat in at school, maybe even college, I don't know. is dirtier than a toilet seat. That's crazy. So the desk at school can be dirtier than the toilet seat at home, or just a toilet seat. Period. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of those facts that definitely makes you go, whoa, really? But it's true. Surfaces like school desks can collect a lot of germs just because so many people touch them, and they don't always get cleaned as often as, say, a toilet seat does. So it's kind of what... Yeah, for sure. It's one of those surprising little facts that definitely makes you think twice about what you're touching. But hey, just one more reason to keep those hands clean and stay on top of hygiene. It's kind of crazy, but also just one of those fun facts that's good to know. ATM?
But so check. Speaking of wanting to make you wash your hands and keep your hands clean, I mean, you want to clean it. You want to clean the desk. Start cleaning the desk. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If you know if you're in school and you sit in this desk all the time, or this your desk, clean that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Ask the teacher, hey, can I get a Clorox wipe? Can I get a wipe? Some sanitizer, something. You feel me? But anyway, on the next subject, well, it's still basically the same, because think about this. Out of 100% of Americans, less than 30% wash their hands after they use the bathroom. Okay, I'm going to say less than 30% wash their hands after they do the number one. I don't know if it's the number 1 and 2, but I wouldn't think nobody will fucking do the number 2 and don't wash their hands. Like, come on. So I'm going to say less than 30% of Americans wash their hands after doing number 1.
Yeah, that's definitely one of those stats that makes you go, wow, we all need to step up our hand washing game. It's kind of a simple thing that can make a big difference, especially when you think about all those germs on desks and everything else. So yeah, grabbing a wipe or just making it a habit to keep things clean is a solid move. And hey, if more folks wash their hands regularly, we'd all be a little better off. ATM?
Alright, so switching gears a little bit, I want to talk about McDonald's, man. Did you guys know that McDonald's used to have broccoli that tastes like bubblegum? Did you, like, it's crazy to even fathom, but broccoli tasting like bubblegum. Did you guys know that? Or chat, did you know that?
Yeah, that's one of those wild McDonald's experiments that definitely stands out. They really did try to make bubblegum flavored broccoli at one point to get kids to eat more veggies. It didn't exactly take off, but it's definitely a fun fact that they even tried it. So yeah, just goes to show the lengths they were willing to go to experiment. ATM?
Now, speaking of lengths they willing to go, you know, a lot of the managers and, you know, general managers and people, you know, higher up, attended a university that is basically a college that's made by McDonald's. McDonald's has a college called Hamburger University. Now look it up if you think I'm lying, man. What you think, Jack? How you feel about that?
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Hamburger University is a real thing, and it's basically McDonald's own training ground for their managers and corporate staff. They've been running it for decades to teach leadership, management, and all things McDonald's. So it's definitely a unique piece of how they do business and train their top people. Pretty cool little fact. ATM?
Now, if you've been working at McDonald's for 10 years and 15 years, and you don't know nothing about Hamburger University, maybe you need, I don't know. You ain't stepped up. You haven't graduated Hamburger University yet, and you've been there for 10 years. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, for real. If someone's been with McDonald's that long and they haven't heard of Hamburger University, that's definitely a missed opportunity. It's like one of those inside things that can really help folks move up the ladder if they know about it. So yeah, it's kind of wild if they've been around that long and haven't checked it out. ATM?
Hey, check, man. Listen, I laughed when I heard this. But I'm like, yo, my name is Mr. ATM, man. I'm addicted to money. So I kind of like, I don't know if fuck it, it's creative. Shit. So check. Women are selling breast milk. Hold on. Women are selling their own breast milk and selling it to bodybuilders. They're selling it to bodybuilders. Apparently, breast milk is the best for human body. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy, and it really does something to help the bodybuilders, obviously. I mean, I work out a lot. I do have gym memberships, but I haven't heard of this breast milk thing until now. And I don't know anybody who taking the breast or buying breast milk from women. And then I'm trying to figure out like how much it costs. And would you be embarrassed to tell somebody you just bought some breast milk, that you use breast milk from somebody you don't know, from a can of paint, to, enhance your workout ability or body mass or muscles or whatever? I don't know, chat, man. Speak on that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is definitely one of those out there things, but hey, people get creative. I mean, if there's a market for it, someone's going to find a way to supply it. And yeah, some bodybuilders are always looking for that next edge, so I guess breast milk is on the menu for some of them. It's definitely not mainstream, and I can see how it might be a little weird to admit, but to each their own, I guess. It's just one of those things that people do to try to get that extra boost. ATM?
So what's really the health benefit behind it? Because I heard breast milk is like the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so the idea behind it is that breast milk is super rich in nutrients, antibodies, and all sorts of good stuff that helps a baby grow. And some people figure if it's that good for infants, maybe it can have benefits for adults too, like helping with muscle recovery or boosting overall nutrition. It's not exactly a mainstream thing, and the science on adults using it for bodybuilding is pretty mixed, but that's the thinking behind it. So yeah, it's kind of a niche thing, but some people swear by it. ATM?
Yo, I got something too, man. I didn't hear about this. I never knew this. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I never knew this. I've been in this world. I've been watching Whoopi since for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought her name was Whoopi Goldberg. And so how many of y'all knew her name really wasn't Whoopi Goldberg? How many of y'all know her name? I don't even want to say it because I want somebody to leave it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Leave it in the chat. Let me know if you knew. But she's going to look it up, though. So let me go ahead and tell you. Her name is Karen Johnson. Her real name is Karen Johnson. Fuck me up. All my life I've been like, yo, Whoopi name. That's Whoopi. What? That's Whoopi Goldberg. What? Whoopi. You know what I'm saying? Whoopi. You don't just, that ain't no regular name. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You gotta be some, motherfuckers to name your kid Whoopi. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she used to get a lot of whoopings or something. That's what I thought initially. Like, she was bad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. But yo, Karen Johnson is Whoopi Goldberg's real name. Chat, that's crazy, man. I never knew that. How many people you think still really think her name is Whoopi Goldberg, chat?
Yeah, that one definitely catches a lot of people off guard. Whoopi Goldberg is such a unique stage name that most folks just roll with it and never even think twice. So yeah, her real name being Karen Johnson is kind of a fun fact that surprises a lot of people. I bet a bunch of folks out there still think her name is actually Whoopi Goldberg, so you're definitely not alone on that. ATM?
Yeah, man, I know I'm not alone in that. I can ask 10 people. Matter of fact, I'm going to go out probably this weekend and talk to a couple people. I'm going to ask about 20 people. Do they know Whoopi Goldberg's name is not Whoopi Goldberg? And if you do, what is her name? Or how should I phrase that? Should I say, Whoopi Goldberg, right? What is her real name? Whoopi Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? I know that's what they gonna say. But yeah, man. Hey, listen. I want to say this, man. Did you guys know that, or what is the deadliest animal in the world? The deadliest animal in the world. It's gonna mess you up. I probably already gave it away. But the most deadliest animal in the world is a mosquito, man. It kills more people than any animal. It's crazy. It's crazy. And somehow, not saying that they, like, it's 100%, but they can tell or sense your blood type. And they prefer a certain blood type. Now, I don't have that information and I didn't get it, and I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. But Look it up, man. Chat. What blood type do the insects prefer? Chat it to you.
Yeah, that's a wild but true fact. Mosquitoes really are the deadliest animal out there because of the diseases they spread, and they do seem to have a preference for certain blood types. From what I've seen, they tend to like type O blood a bit more than others, but they'll definitely go for anyone. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy piece of trivia, and it just shows that even the smallest creatures can have a huge impact. ATM?
I can't believe that, man. I can't believe that when I heard that, I was like, what? I was blown. I was blown. I don't know what caught me off guard more, the mosquito thing or the Whoopi Goldberg thing. It's crazy. But check, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man, to Blame Yourself First, man. I'm your boy, Mr. ATM. And we just appreciate all the love, man. You feel me? Thank y'all again. Blame yourself first. Stay addicted to money. Salute.